Hi everyone, this is Monique with VGAnetwork.com, and today I'll be showing you how to add a group, device, and sensor within PRTG. So what you want to go ahead and do is open up PRTG Network Monitor Enterprise Console, and then you want to go ahead and take a look at your local probe. Go ahead and click on your local probe, right click, and choose to add a group. So here you'll see group names and tags. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and modify the group name to domain controllers. Now here you can label your group name anything that you want. You can go ahead and name it a network device. You can go ahead and name it like Cisco switches. You can go ahead and name it SQL servers. Maybe you want to name it, DB2, Linux servers, anything that you really want to go ahead and specify is the kind of group name you want to go ahead and give it. And underneath there, you can label tags. And you can also modify the credentials for your systems. Here you can see Windows systems, Linux, VMware, SNMP devices, and so forth. So if you don't want it to inherit from the local probe, you can just uncheck that box and put in the computer name and the credentials that has access to that particular server or network device and so forth. But in this example, I'm going to go ahead and leave it the default as inherit from local probe. So once you're done, go ahead and click continue. And here we'll just wait a second for the group to pop up. And here you can see that the domain controllers has been successfully created. Now you want to go ahead and create a device under this particular group. So go ahead and right click on the group and choose to add device. So here you can see the device name and address, the IP version, IPv4 address, DNS name, device icon, sensor management, and so forth. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and use one of the domain controllers in this environment I have set up with an awesome sauce domain. So here I'm going to go ahead and call this Epic Ponage. And I'm not currently using IPv6, so I'm going to leave it as default IPv4. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the FQDN of this particular server. So epicponage.awesomesauce.com. And I'm going to leave the tags as default, and since this is a Windows server, I'm going to go ahead and select the Windows server icon here. And you can see here they have different icons. You can, label your Apple here, Knoppix, so forth, Android. So the next option you can choose is device type. Here you can choose to do an automatic device identification, standard, detailed, or specific device template. So let's just say you want to go ahead and create your own specific template that maybe has like an RDP sensor, an IAS sensor. Maybe you have a SQL template you want to go ahead and deploy that says, hey, I want to monitor, SQL services, or maybe I want to monitor SSRS and so forth. You can go ahead and create your own template. That way, when you have future server builds, you can just hop right into PRTG, create your device, and then choose under the device type, you can choose the specific template you've created. But here in this example, I'm just going to go ahead and choose manual, no auto discovery. And under here you can see that you can do the same thing that you did when you created a group. Under the device you can actually modify the credentials for what you want to access. Maybe you want to go ahead and not inherit from the domain controllers group, but you want to go ahead and specify, user password. Now obviously we want to use a VMware Zen server for, domain controller specifications. We'd want to use Windows systems. So here you just go in and put in the information. So go ahead and choose continue. Now you can see that that particular device was created successfully. So now we'll want to go ahead and create a sensor under that device, Epic Ponage, which resides in the group called domain controllers. So right click on that device and choose to add sensor. Now here you can see that there's over 214 sensor types that we can go ahead and create. There's ping, SNMP, WMI, HTTP, you can specify IIS, you can specify services, you can do, RDP, maybe you want to monitor memory usage or CPU usage on a server. You can go ahead and, you know, associate those sensors to that particular device. But in this example, we're going to go ahead and choose the WMI free disk space multi-disk. So here you have the choice that you can use all as a drive specification, but in this example I'm going to change it to just include the COS drive. Now I'm sure you have multiple servers within your environment that utilizes a variety of different drives, and we can specify those particular drives here within the sensor. So maybe you want to monitor C, D, E, F. You can just create every single WMI disk space sensor to include that, or maybe you just want to monitor it all. That way you don't have anything individual, you have it all. So at any point, that particular sensor will trigger within the environment. In this example, I'm going to leave it as C. Now here at the sensor name, you just can go ahead and modify it. Maybe you want to name the sensor off of your server. That way you know when your alarm triggers that, oh hey, Epic Ponage is running low on the C disk drive. We better do something about it. So here I'm going to label this as COS. That way we know, hey, its server is Epic Ponage, and your device, your network device, oh no, it lost ping. We want to make sure that we have appropriate name sensor for when we're monitoring it. So here you can see Epic Ponage server. We have the C as in the drive type, and I'm specifying this as the OS. So maybe you have a SQL server and you have a data drive on that SQL server you want to go ahead and monitor. Maybe you'll want to change this to include, hey, I want to monitor SQL data, or so forth. So once you've completed that, go ahead, review your information, and then choose to click continue. And here you can expand your device, Epic Ponage in this example, and you can see here that the sensor has created, and now we're just waiting for the sensor to recognize the WMI for the C disk drive on the server Epic Ponage. So this can take anywhere between 10 to 15 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes long. So what you can do is you can go ahead and wait. You can do, oh, I want to check this now. So say you have about 400 sensors within your environment. You just add this, and you want to have priority on this new sensor that you just added. So you can go ahead and choose check now. And here you can see that the status is green, it's healthy, it checks in okay, and you can go ahead and view the actual live data for that COS drive. And you can see here that it has 86% free out of 100% on this particular drive. So thank you for watching this demonstration on how to add a group, device, and a sensor within PRTG. I hope you guys go ahead and take a look at my other videos. Please send me your feedback, or if you want certain, demos done, let me know. Thanks everyone.